Andrew McCart for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here with Scottish super lightweight, weight, what are you going to call it, Lewis Benson. How are you, mate?
I'm all good, mate. How are you?
I'm good. Listen, you're obviously in your house just now. This is where we're doing this interview. You've had a wee setback with injuries. You're meant to fight on June 3rd, which is next week. Yeah. Talk to me about the injury and what's going on.
I got an injury in sparring now 3 weeks ago. I was just moving about and I ended up getting caught in the back with a punch, so it put me out for it's put me out since now. So I've had x-rays and stuff like that on it, and I've just had a CT scan today, so I'm now awaiting results for that. They've seen a wee thing on my x-ray, so I'm just waiting to see what it is so I can be sure before I go into training again.
Do you have a time scale on that, when you think you'll be back? Or?
Hopefully get my results early next week, then I would hope to get out before the summer break, but I think maybe come a bit too soon, so just depends how bad the injury is. But I'm feeling a lot better now, so I hope when I get into training, even a bit light training next week after I get my results. But until then I can't really do much. I just need to make sure the injury heals properly before I jump back into it.
Yeah, okay, let's just jump right into it, mate. Your division domestically in Scotland and even UK wide, I'm just going to throw 3 names at you know very well.
Yep.
Jason Easton, Celtic champion, Robbie Davies Jr., yep. WBA Continental champion I believe, and Josh Taylor. Now you fought Robbie Davies Jr. and Jason Easton.
Yep.
You fought and beat them in the amateurs.
Yeah.
Are you feeling a wee bit annoyed at the way your career sort of unfolded just now, being 8-0, but you're sort of stagnant and not where these guys are?
Respect all 3 fighters you just said there. They're both, all 3 of them are cracking fighters, but I do feel I'm not far off that level, all 3 of them, but it just, they've obviously had the big TV exposure, and stuff like that. They've got big promotional backing. I've not got that yet. I've just got a management deal, so it's a bit harder for myself just now. But I know I can mix it with any boy in Britain right now if I was fit and ready to go. But just now I'm a wee bit behind schedule, obviously due to injury. So it doesn't. I love seeing people doing well, and I like all 3 of the guys, and I'm loving it, just seeing what they're doing. But I'm just a wee bit behind just now. But
you feeling frustrated about it? Or?
A bit frustrated, but injury, you can't help injury.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for injury, I'd be at, I wouldn't say I was at the top of their level, because they've got bigger titles, 2 of them. But I reckon I could be matched. I'm good enough to win a Celtic title right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
But as I said, it's frustrating seeing people that I don't believe too much better than me or better than me at all, getting bigger titles and stuff like that than me just now. But it's due to injury in my opinion, and I've sparred with every lightweight in lightweight in Scotland, and most in Britain as well. I've sparred with the best, and so everyone knows I can mix it with these guys, and it's just a matter of time before I get that big fight and get to show how good I am. I'm not being shown how good I am because I've never had this fight that has got me right buzzing yet.
Yeah.
But all my fights have been flawless in as well. I've won them all easily, and as I should be doing at this stage in my career. But obviously it's going to get harder, and I'm going to have to take this step and fight one of these guys and take the risk. But as I'm saying, when the time comes, I'll be 100% ready and 100% confident of beating these guys.
Well, obviously, we'll talk about Jason for a moment. Now, he's a guy you know very well.
Yeah.
And what a tremendous result for him against Zoltan Szabo. I think everyone in the arena that night was surprised that he got him out there in 2. He's a guy you know very well. You fought and beat him in the amateurs and stuff like that. He's the Celtic champion, and there has been sort of some, I wouldn't call it beef on Twitter. I'll just say there's some back and forth on Twitter. You obviously respect each other very well.
Of course.
Is Jason the sort of person you're aiming for on your comeback, or are you just going to see how it all unfolds? Like
Jason, big respect to Jason, as I said, messaged me nice messages after he heard I was injured and all that. Total respect, all that. But not on a comeback fight. I would obviously have to have I'd probably need 1 fight to get back into it. Then if that fight could happen, it could happen. But obviously there's promotional differences there. He's under Cyclone. He gets promoted by Cyclone for his fights, and they said they were looking at a different route then to fight me. But it is a fight that could happen in the future. Could happen after I have 1 more fight, like to get myself back in there. But I think there'll be too much things in the way to make that fight happen. But it's a fight that's always going to be there, and hopefully one day one of us win a big title and we can fight it. Or say Josh Taylor eventually VK's that Commonwealth title. then it's a meaningful fight. Just now fighting for a Celtic title, I believe.
Because it's definitely a fight in Scotland that will sell handsomely. Because I think it's 4 times you've fought, haven't you?
Yeah, 6 times, 3 times as a senior.
3 times as a senior, and they've been good competitive fights.
Yeah, definitely.
Over 3 rounds, so imagine what it would be like in the 4 rounds, you know?
It's a fight that, honestly, the whole of Edinburgh want to see.
Not just Edinburgh, I think Scotland, to be honest.
Even at Scotland, because all fights have been great, and there's a lot of bragging rights in it, so I've got the upper hand just now because I beat him the last 3 times we fought. So everyone just expects it to be an easy night, but no way in hell it would be an easy night against Jason Easton. He's a great fighter, and it's obviously a fight that everyone would love to see and everyone would come out and see, and it would sell out wherever it is in Edinburgh, wherever. Maybe I think it would be a waste to have the fight anywhere else than Edinburgh, to be honest.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. Let's talk a wee bit about another fight that's happening in your decision. You mentioned Josh Taylor in your division. Sorry, you mentioned Josh Taylor. He's been a gym mate of yours for years and years and years. He's fighting O'Hara Davies.
Yeah,
so
buzzing for that fight.
It's a good fight. That's what I was going to ask you. So, how do you see that fight playing out with the two of them?
As I said, that's a top fight. Like, do my hat off to both guys for taking that fight this early on. As soon as I seen it, actually got me right buzzing. I was like, I would love to be on a card like that. I'd love to fight on a card like that. But as I say, I've said it for a while, I rate that O'Hara Davies high as well. Obviously Josh Taylor done everything in amateurs, looked flawless as a pro as well, sparred many rounds with him since I was about 14-year-old. I know exactly what he's all about. He's a tremendous fighter, but this O'Hara, I've only seen probably about 3 fights of his, but he looks a real good fighter, and he's got a lot of power in his punches as well. So it's an interesting one, to be honest. But if you have to back someone, if I had to put money on someone, I'd be Josh Taylor, 100%. But I wouldn't be like 100% confident like it's going to be an easy night's work in that. But I believe O'Hara's a good fighter. So these are the people in the division at the top. They're the ones, like, for myself, and I'm sure other ones look up to these fights and have a good eye on it. I'm just a wee bit behind schedule, that's all it is. But I'm, in talent wise, I don't think I'm far off a lot of them. So
you're when you say you're behind schedule, so when you do get injury free, are you looking to just hit the ground running and just get as many fights in as possible, climb up the rankings, and just aim for guys like Josh and O'Hara, maybe even Robbie Davies Jr. as we mentioned before?
Yes, definitely, 100%. Like, these fights are always going to be there, and I believe my management team, MTK, will get me these fights. I know they will get me the fights, but they won't chuck me in unless I'm ready. Yeah. Unless they feel I'm ready, unless my coach Terry, Eric, and if these guys don't feel I'm ready, there's no point putting me in. I'm 25-year-old now, so I've still got plenty of time. Like, these guys, I've had a lot, obviously not Josh, but the rest have had a lot more fights than myself, so there's no rush, as I said, and the fights are going to be there for me. It's a cracking division. Like, even with every broadcaster, they've got big fighters, so I'm really looking forward to getting the mix. I think I'm not going to jump in the mix too quick. I need 1, maybe 2 more fights, 6 rounds, an 8-rounder. Then I'll be say, let's go. Let's take the risk. I don't care about this unbeaten record, making up like 15-0. It means nothing if you fought no one. So I'm looking to just step up nicely, but I'm not going to rush anything because these fights will always be there as well. So if I keep my unbeaten record, step up, beat some good guys, then I can start saying these people's names. I won't embarrass myself and fight 8 journeymen, then start calling out the best in the division and stuff like that. I'm just building my way up nicely, and I believe it won't be too far away after I'm back fighting till I'm at that level that the rest are.
Good stuff.
Because with talent wise, I know I'm on their levels 100%.
Well, Lewis, I've known you for a wee while now. I know you've got the talent to get to these heights, these Kill Commonwealth title, British title and all that, so I've just got to say thank you for inviting me into your lovely home here for this interview, and thank you for doing it for IFL TV, and I wish you a speedy recovery, mate.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
No.